Okay, we're here with Marcelo Soria, who is Big Data and Smart Cities co-head at BBVA, which is the second largest bank in Spain. You just done a speak here, or talk here at the workshop about big data.
Mm-hmm.
And at some point during your talk, you said life is data.
Yeah.
Could you perhaps elaborate a bit on that?
Yeah, of course. Well, when I say that life is data, I just wanted to bring into attention that currently most of what we do is actually leaving a digital trace somewhere. I mean, we don't probably notice, but the case that I talked about is when you make any purchase with a credit card or with any electronic payment system, there is a record in some database that is necessary to run that system. It's just like that. But the same happens if you take any public transportation system, you make a phone call, you receive a parcel, and you sign that you received it, you go to the doctor. I mean, there's lots of things, lots of aspects of your daily life that are actually generating tons of data. I mean, they've always been generating it, but we couldn't capture it. But nowadays we can. So that is a very powerful idea, and once you realize that, there's lots of things that you can probably try to do with that data.
And being, or as a bank, or representing a bank, the question is perhaps why should a bank be involved in this kind of gathering of data and also presenting it in quite a sophisticated manner? Why?
Okay, so our intention was to understand what were the changes that were coming over the 5 to 10 next years. And within that study, we thought that, well, cities, of course, are a very hot topic today, and they're going to be growing a lot, and they're going to have a lot of issues. And we wanted to understand what is the role that the bank should take within all that framework as a starting point, right? And from there, we saw that probably there are many visions of smart cities nowadays that talk about how to add technology to the city, but we were mostly interested in a layer that is actually completely transversal, horizontal to all the other ideas, which is how to intelligently use the data to provide benefits for all the city actors, be them the government, the citizens, or the companies. And we thought that we could start doing some experiments with how our data, the data that we have on payment transactions, could help with describing the city and could help with adding value to all those actors.
Yeah, and that, I guess, is the main question. It's we have seen some very beautiful visualizations of big data, but I guess you're not doing this for artistic reasons. So what is the actual value that you may be able to add using these kinds of visualizations? So
visualizations, I think, help us, well, not only us, but I mean any person that we talk to, realize the potential, because we are visual creatures. We live in a world that we see and that we understand by looking at it, and we then understand also by trying to describe its features in a numeric way. But if you are given just an endless table with lots of numbers, you don't really know what is going on. So visualizations are a great tool to make more questions, to try and understand and answer some of the questions, but also to come to more interesting questions, more complex questions, and for sure to realize the potential in all the data. They have been crucial in our talking to other parties for them to realize that there is something there.
You mentioned a few examples, perhaps, of what use this could be put to, or what value could be added.
Sure. So we think that we can use it mostly. Probably the greatest value that we can generate is outside the bank. So we believe that making this data available for third parties is a very good way of helping local economies, and not so local probably, depending on the scale that you operate on. But basically what we are doing is generating new opportunities for everyone that wants to try at that information and see what comes out of it. This is this concept of open innovation, right? Trying to incorporate the best of the outside with what you have inside, and trying to come up with the best possible products and most interesting products.
So who would your customers probably be? What would your business model be?
So customers could be anything, ranging from city councils to big companies, big retailers, small entrepreneurs, and even companies that want to, based on our data, provide a service to another third party, right? So the business models could be depending on what type of product you are going through, right? So if it's a product for a city council, then maybe you sell them like consulting services, sort of, or you sell them maybe sometimes just the data, and they will process it the way that they want. But typically, it helps a lot to add some more meaning to that data, not just give the data away. Giving the data away is a very good business model, I think, for a long tail type of thing where lots of companies could go and take advantage of small niches opportunities that we wouldn't go after.
Finally, at some point during your talk, you said sometimes just giving a simple figure is a better way of communicating information.
Yes.
When do you think should we sort of resort to this kind of very sophisticated kind of visualization, perhaps even dynamic visualizations?
Probably, well, the dynamic part, I think it's very important because life is dynamic as well, right? It's very difficult to freeze life at this point of time and then look at what is happening right there. So having the dynamic dimension is very good, I think, to understanding the dynamics of city life, of what is really happening, right? So that can help you understand. So, but again, visualizations should help mostly in understanding that there is a great value out there, and in many cases, yes, they will help you by visually, let's say, querying the reality, because only tables of numbers are not enough. But in some cases, like I said, yes, once you've seen the dynamics of it, once you've seen lots of things, what you in the end want as a person that has to take a decision is a number to base your decision on. So that is also very important to keep it meaningful. Thank you.
Thank you very much.